This is going to be one of my favorite ones. Herschel Froome from High School Top 200. This head-to-head battle of the halfbacks is brought to you by Fine Line Barbers in Hamilton. My boy Vinny, who hooks me up, owns a shop down there. So whenever you're in Hamilton, go to Fine Line Barbers, hit up Vinny, mention High School Top 200, and you'll get a discount off your haircut. Now, we got the halfbacks. Xavier from Hamilton Boys, Folau, Fakatava from Hastings Boys. I want to talk about Xavier. Xavier's been there for a while now, and he's been one of these up-and-coming halfbacks that I've been pretty excited to see, actually, and the way that he plays, because he plays with a lot of with a lot of passion to get his team where they need to be. He plays at pace. He plays with a lot of speed. He plays with toughness, even how small he is. He still tackles bigger guys than him. He still puts in everything he can, 100%. And I think with him, maybe a bracket of a couple of other players would be a New Zealand secondary schools halfback. So there's him and a couple of other guys that I won't mention now, but I think that those three will be high contention for New Zealand secondary schools this year. So that's what Folau has to deal with, as a guy like that. Now Folau is a year 11. I know some of you say that he's year 12, but from my information and for guys that I know who are close to him have told me he's year 11. So he's year 11. He's my number one player in year 11. He's from Tonga. It's his first year here, and he is ripping it up. He honestly is, and the things that I've seen him do, as well as from what guys tell me as well, what they have played with and against him, is that this dude is strong, and he looks strong too. Like, you look at him and you're just like, man, he's such a big kid. He's like, and it looks like he'll grow. I hope he turns out to be one of these halfbacks that are like sort of like Justin Marshall, who's a big kind of halfback that you don't really expect. But Folau has grown a lot. Like, I knew he was good when he got here, but he is a lot better than that right now. And Hastings have done a really great job on him. He's a strong defender and really good, strong runner. He takes every opportunity. He makes sure that he everything he does it 100%, and he doesn't do it without hesitation or anything like that. So that's a great thing to have as a person that does not hesitate, because a person that hesitates gets locked up and gets turned over. So he's not really one of those guys. He plays to the structure. He doesn't ad-lib too much. He doesn't freestyle too much about and turn it into street ball where he's just gonna see what happens. He keeps the structure and keeps the ball moving, and that's what makes things so easy for Lincoln outside him. But this is, again, like, if I was to choose right now who I would go with, I would go with Xavier. 100% I'll go with Xavier. But they are not far away. He would have made Hurricanes halfback if he had done his papers right for New Zealand, and I would have no doubt that he would be a New Zealand, maybe Barbarians player as well as a halfback if he was a New Zealander. So, but I mean, like, if right now I would choose Xavier, but if I was to weigh up their year 13 years, I think Folau is going to be way better than that. And so we've got 2 more years of seeing this guy and seeing him and watching him grow and seeing what he can become. And, like, with all the hard work that he's doing, and I know that he's going to keep all his hard work up, we're going to see a massive superstar. And he's only year 11, and we have we've got a couple of years to appreciate what he can give us as a first team player. And he's going to make a massive difference come this weekend. And I'm just keen to see what he does, this time round against Xavier, and hopefully Xavier, because Xavier's been sick for the last couple of weeks and only just managed to play last week. But hopefully he's a bit better now and he can be 100%. And it's going to be interesting. I want to see how fast Xavier moves and then controls his pack, and then sort of weigh it up against Folau and see what he can do as well, and see which one actually takes control of the game. It's going to be a lot. It's going to have a lot of heavy effect on selectors' minds when they come and see this kind of matchup. And yeah, let me know what you guys think. If you're watching on TV or if you're down there, please get down there. It's going to be great supporting all the boys, and I'm still hoping to get down there. Yeah, let me know what you think. It's going to be a mean matchup.